once there was a poor girl named Ashley that lives in Loveville. She has 2 brothers and a father only. Her mum died on her 12th birthday due to a stroke. Ashley was so upset that her mum died, she cries every night and prays that her prince would come and save her from this disaster, and marry her. Then one day, there was a huge group of people in front of the bridge screaming and celebrating. So Ashley went to the bridge to see what going on, but one girl wouldn't let Ashley get by. She told Ashley that she should go back home because the prince is looking for a beautiful girl to go on a date and marry him and not a poor girl with bad makeup and horrible hairstyle. The girl was right, so Ashley ran home, got her hair down and put on some makeup that would make the prince notice her. After Ashley finishes her hair and makeup, she went to City Hall to meet the prince named Jacob Johnson. When the prince came outside to see who is going to be his queen, he saw a lot of girls in dresses and wearing jewelry too. But Ashley was different. She was wearing a blue dress that her mum left for her, with her hair curls and her beautiful makeup. Jacob announced that there will game for all the girls that want to go on a date with me and maybe get married too. All the girls were screaming and shouting and they ran inside the city hall and signed up for the game. But Ashley was shy and nervous to be in the game, but she remembers that she wanted to get married and finally have a happy life. So she ran to the door and she hit the prince by accident. But the prince wasn't upset, he was laughing and surprised that a gorgeous girl hit him. Ashley was surprised that the prince didn't arrest her. He told her, "I think you need this form so you can be in the game to win a date with a handsome prince," so Ashley fills out the form and gave it to the prince. And the prince wink and kiss Ashley's hand and told her to be here tomorrow at no later than 12 o'clock. The next day, Ashley woke up at 11 o'clock, all happy and excited from yesterday, when the prince kissed her hand and called her gorgeous and beautiful, even when she thinks she not beautiful, but it doesn't now, because today a new day to be all happy. So Ashley took a shower and got dressed for the game. When she arrived to the city hall, she saw the prince with a rose in his hand. Ashley was surprised to see the prince here. She asked him where all the girls are. Jacob told her that the game starts in 2 hours and the reason why I ask you to meet me before the game is because I admire the beauty and charms of you and I want you to know that I will pick you to stay in the game so I can adore your cuteness and your face too. Ashley was turning red and shy too, also she couldn't even speak after hearing what Jacob has to say to her. Then things couldn't get more exciting for Ashley. The prince gave her a rose that her mum grew for generations, and he wanted Ashley to have it. The rose wasn't any ordinary rose, this rose was a love detector, and it could tell if you love someone or if you and your loved one are a perfect match or not, by seeing if the rose grows or dies. But the prince told Ashley not to tell anyone about the rose because they would steal it and destroy it so they can laugh at you for crying and everything. Ashley promised him that she will keep it forever and not let anything happen to it. So she kisses him on the cheek and told him that we'll be back for the game and for him to be surprised when he sees her outfit. She knew that the prince would be surprised in my dress also, that I might win, since he called me to meet him before the game and gave me a rose that means a lot to him. When Ashley arrived back to the city hall, everyone was getting ready for the game, and she knew that the prince was going to keep her in the game so that they could see each other every day. The game was about to start, but Ashley was afraid of some of the girls because they always get what they want, but that wasn't going to stop her from making her dream come true. The mayor told everyone to cheer for everyone even if they don't like them. So all the girls were ready to win the game, even Ashley was. The mayor told them that the game was a survival game, which means that everyone had to fight, kill and not get killed, also that there will be some clues to help you out. The last girl who wins will get to go out with the prince and marry him too. After the mayor gave them his speech, everyone was at the starting line waiting for them to say go. The prince told them if they feel scared or worried to just think of him or the date too. He knew that everyone was thinking of him. So the prince said, "Are you ready? Get set, go." Quote, all the girls quickly ran to the forest and find some weapons or some food for later. But the hardest thing for them was they couldn't go back to the city after everyone was asleep to get food, or to their home to rest and head back to the forest before everyone gets up. All the girls agreed that they wouldn't go back until the game is over. After 5 minutes in the woods, Ashley was hungry and cold, so she went to go look for food without being caught. All she could find was some bugs and snakes and stick and leaves. So Ashley grabbed the bugs and snakes and put it in her backpack and grabbed the sticks for fire and make a shelter with it, and leaves too. After she made fire, she put the bugs and snakes on a stick and cooked it till it was dead and gooey. When it was dead, she ate it and put some in her pocket for later. Then she heard a sound and saw a shadow. She quickly got up and ran away so she wouldn't be killed. But she fell on a snail and got a cut, but the sound was getting louder and louder till it came out of the woods, and Ashley couldn't believe it was the prince looking for her. The prince told her to put on a dress that he made for her. The outfit was a blue silk dress that couldn't fit her, but it wasn't a dress, it was shirt, and the dress was red with a necklace that her name on it. She put on the dress and follows him to the castle, and he told her that if she wanted to sleep in his castle, Ashley said okay and headed to sleep. When she was laying down in bed, she was thinking, why was the prince helping her in the game? But she decided not to think about it and just went to bed. The next morning, Ashley woke up back in the wood with a bag of food, drinks, and a clue for the first event of the games. So Ashley opened the clue and it said that she must make something that will help her during the game so she won't be killed or lose the game. Then Ashley decided to make a trap using the food, drinks, tree, and a hole filled with mud. So she got started on her trap, but 5 minutes later, she heard something coming toward her. So she quickly finished up and ran and hid, so she won't be caught. Then the noise was loud and came out of the woods, and it was the girl who made fun of her, when the prince was coming to town. Ashley was happy a little because she wanted her to feel the when made fun of. When she saw the food and drinks, she quickly ran to it and fell into the pit of mud. She was screaming because she was covered in mud. Ashley got up and walked to her and told her to be careful because she wanted her to get hurt. Then she took her stuff and left her in the pit. When Ashley was walking away, she got hit in the head by a rock. She looked back and there were two girls in the tree and one was on the ground. They asked her to give them the bag and also tell them where their leader was. So Ashley drops the bag and told them that their leader was 10 feet north toward the river. They headed to the river and all of them fell in a trap and also got covered in mud this time. There were some snakes and bugs in them. Ashley was happy, since all of her enemies are now trapped, so that means Ashley can finally relax and don't have to worry about anything else but her and the Jacob. Later that night, Ashley couldn't sleep because she missed her dad, brother, and even her prince, but mostly her family. She wanted to quit the game and be with her family, but she knew that she wanted to have a happy life. So she sang a song about her family, and one of girls heard her sing and she knew how to get Ashley out of the game. So the girl ran back to the village and went to Ashley's house. She saw Ashley's family sleeping, so she grabbed a lighter and liquid and burned the house down. She could hear them screaming and crying. After she heard the siren, she went back the woods to find Ashley. She still had the lighter and some liquid on her hands. When she found Ashley, she put the lighter in her pocket and smears the liquid on her clothes. And woke her up, and told her that her house is burning. Ashley got up and ran to the house and saw her house burning and her family too. The mayor told everyone if they saw what happened. And a little girl told the mayor that Ashley was covered in liquid and that she had a lighter in her pocket. Ashley told the mayor that it wasn't her, and that she was blamed for it. But the mayor didn't want to believe her, so he told the guard to arrest her for mass destruction. And that she was out of the game. Ashley was pushed into the back of the car and upset that her family died. Before she left, a girl came over to talk to Ashley, and the girl was the one who destroyed Ashley's house and blamed her. She told Ashley that it was her who killed her family and burned the house. Ashley was so mad, she wanted to make her suffer. Then Ashley started to leave and she saw the prince looking at her and was upset. Ashley was crying till she got to her cell because the court gave her 10 years in jail. She prays that the prince would understand her and believe her that she didn't do it. The next day, Ashley was bailed out of jail, and she didn't know who bailed her out till she came out of the jail, and it was Jacob, who bailed her out. Ashley was so happy that she ran toward him and hugged him. The prince told her it wasn't her and that they found the girl who blamed you for the accident. So both of them left the jail and headed to the city, and the prince had an announcement. He told everyone that he didn't want no girls getting killed or get blamed, and that he will choose his princess for marriage. The prince was happy and knew that she would be perfect for him, and the girl he chose was Ashley. Ashley was surprised and happy that Jacob picked her, because got a rest, was poor, and trapped some of the girls. But Ashley just ignored it, and just became happy. The prince kissed Ashley, and got on one knee, and brought out a box with a ring in it. Jacob told Ashley if she will marry him, and Ashley said yes, also started crying because her dream came true. A few weeks later, Ashley and Jacob got married and lived a happy life. They have 2 kids. Their names were Jerome and Maria. Both of them had blue-gray eyes, and were the cutest kids that everyone was seen in their life. Jerome had brown hair, loves to dance and sing too. Maria had black hair, she was so nice and sweet, and that she had spirit and always happy. So Ashley and her kids and her handsome husband Jacob lived happily ever after in the castle together.